What's up guys, Mr. 21 here, and today is a bit different because, well, let's just say I haven't uploaded in a while because I'm just taking a break recently from the Monster Hunter World Iceborne Nuzlocke, which I've started. We have continued that yesterday or today. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But for the past 5 days, I haven't uploaded shite. I've been recollecting my thoughts about the first half of RWBY Volume 8, and with the mid-season trailer out and a preview for the next chapter, you know, since the long ass break since last chapter, I'm like, okay, I have a lot more time on my hands to start thinking about this entire volume, and overall, I've been enjoying this one so far. And as someone who watched RWBY since like volume 1 till now, and watching the volumes over and over and over and over again, I come to like just love the series. Every time I rewatch it, I always see something like, oh, I didn't notice that. That's a nice tidbit. It's like just pulling some crumbs. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So like. Anyways, let's go on with the volumes. Let's go on with the chapters. Chapter 1, Volume 8, Chapter 1. It was a great premiere, reintroducing all our characters from Team Ruby, Juniper, Crow, Robin. Well, not yet, actually. Not those two, not yet. They're being established that's going to be in jail. So, they're re-establishing every character we've come to know so far, and the first chapter shows us the consequences of the last volume's ending, and to think that this volume will only take in 2 days, still mind-boggling to me. So like, yeah, you're not gonna get any sleep, jeez. So they found Oscar really quickly, which is fine. They don't explain how, it's just Oscar, like, when Oscar's like, you're not going to tell them? And he's like, you're not even done talking yet. Till this fucking day, has not said anything to Austin's back. Well, to be frank, he is being tortured by Hazel right now, so I don't think he has an opportunity to say to anyone, hey, Oscar's back. So, like, I guess so. Now, one thing that struck me in this volume, or this chapter, Ruby and Yang's argument, totally broke my heart. It's like, damn, Yang can be real harsh sometimes. But hey, someone had to say that. So volume 7, they made Ruby take the lead. Like, Blake said, we'll follow your lead, Ruby. And look where we are now. We're dead. Salem is here, Ironwood's on their side. So like, I thought, okay, Ironwood, maybe there's some sense into him. And this happened. Yeah. Never mind, I guess. So, I lost all faith in Ironwood. Completely lost his head. I don't know, his metal semblance has just gotten this far. Let's see how far it'll take until he dies. Chapter 2. Well, the Hound is like the main highlight of this episode, even though he came out at the very end of the episode. Because everything else was like, they're just doing their side. We're looking at Yang's side. We're going to look at Ruby's side later. So like, Yang's side is like, helping people of Mantle to evacuate down to the mines. And they did a good job, so props to them. But the Hound royally fucked them. Also wise. Right, chapter 3, the Infiltration episode, where Ruby's side went into Ironwood's military compound facility, whatever it's called, and we try to get access to Amity Coliseum to launch it, to send their message to the world and say, hey, Salem's here, can we like please work together and not die? Yeah, alright? So like, yeah. I mean, the first first proper fight scene. Penny versus Ace as 1v4. You know, seeing how Penny only had those main powers for like, I don't know, hours, days, I don't know. Pretty good. They held their own against all of them. But then James fucking Arwood threw that all the window and said, and trusted Watts to go hack Penny for us. Well, it's attempting to hack at that point of that story, but then he had new instruction. Grab a part of Penny, or at least something that belongs to Penny, so that they could easily hack her. And they did just that, and oh no. It's gonna be rough. Alright, chapter 4. From my understanding, this episode took place at the same time as chapter 3. And then the ending of the chapter is when everyone is on the same time. But I digress. First episode, we see Crow and Robin talk about it in the cell, about Clover's death. And it was explained that Crow may deal with the darkness, and Clover, a crow, I get those names mixed up. Whatever, is that Clover paid the price, and he regretted it because, you know, it was all happening so fast that, you know, couldn't really think straight because, you know, you crash landed, and therefore you're like starting, oh, getting my bearings, holy shit, I gotta start fighting things, you know? And maybe like, and Clover was just following orders, and you know how that went. Yeah, we finally get a fucking new song after 4 chapters into the volume, titled Sky is Falling. I like that. I like that song. An amazing track to go with the epic chase scene to save Oscar from the Hound. Did not end well. They were not able to save Oscar. Nah. As we all know, he's dying right now. When John and Yang fell off a cliff, Wren had to save them. No, out of the kindness of his heart. And Wren is really upset. And he pointed that frustration at Yang and John. And this scene.
Wren, you cheated your way into bacon.
Ouch. It just crushed my fucking mood there, Wren. Jeez. And after that whole ordeal, and I thought that we're done. No, my friends. Oscar is hanging from the Hound's fucking mouth. You know. And now he's being tortured. Literally got blasted. Fucking blasted by fucking Salem. Like, oh dear god. So Salem has magic still. Great. And with the ending of that episode, it's like, oh, you thought you're fucked now, but now you are fucked. Things could possibly get worse, right? Yeah, we're doomed. Chapter 5. Focusing on Amity now, where Penny is there with Pietro and Maria. They're just setting up stuff. Until, oh god, Cinder, why you gotta be such a stubborn bitch? Epic fight. Neo gets wrecked by Maria. Penny and Cinder having a 1-on-1 maiden battle. Cinder gets bodied by Penny's laser beam. And Pietro trying to launch, but realize that one of the sabers damaged. Thanks, Cinder. Overall, that was a fucking epic fight sequence, so I like it. After that, Pietro tells the bad news that they can't launch because they missed their window of broadcasting their message. And of course, you know, Penny's like, hey, I could lift that up. And Pietro wanted to see his daughter live her life. RWBY, yeah, it's a real tearjerker. Pietro accepts the fact that Penny is trying to live her life, and she was already living it. So Pietro understands, like, okay, fine, Penny. Just be careful, right? And then they got the message out, and a lot of cameos. I say a lot. I think I only remember 2 or 4. Either way, there was Neptune, Sun, Glinda, and Ty. Amazing! That got me hyped as hell. So hell yeah. But you know, last episode, Red was like a crack in the ground. Like a crack sing. It's like, huh. That must be the sulfur fish coming out to kill, right? Nah. It was the fucking River of Grim. respond. So, well, we're gonna see that later, right? Chapter 6. Finally, I know, right? Finally, we get Cinder's backstory. Kind of. It was only half the episode, and I wish I could see more of it. Like how how did Salem find her and made look like she was like the vessel for the maidens? Like how did Salem see her as the vessel of the maidens? You know how? Like, I want to see what after the Cinderella like parody. Where they end up? Where did Cinder end up? You know. Whatever. After that, I was like, okay, backstory's alright. But now we're here in the present day, and Mercury's part of the Inner Circle Salem. Congratulations, my boy. You are now part of You Cannot Back Out, or you're gonna get stabbed. So yeah. So Oscar is taking a break at least, right? At least a break. So yeah. At least he's not getting beaten up 24/7. He's lost the rest as well, right? Am I right? So Oscar and Oz have the same idea that they should sabotage or work their way into Salem's fortress. That's just how Salem does with their followers in the kingdoms, like Vale, Mistral, and now Atlas. And what they're doing is, Salem is also sending two of her followers, Mercury and Tyrion, to Vacuo to worm their way into Vacuo and pull the trigger and get them under their control. So let's see how that ends up after this volume. If anyone survives this volume, I know, right? If anyone does. Oz tries to talk to Hazel. Like, really tries. But Salem's like, show's starting, boys. Get to it. You know? But you know what that means? Death and destruction. We're fucked. The Grim River shot out of the ground like a geyser. Like a geyser of fucking Grim, shooting the hard light shields. Breaking it immediately. I'm like, wow, that is some really shit shields. And the whale breached and beached stuff onto the fields. And it's about to send wave after wave of waves of Grim into the city of Atlas. And chapter 7. The chapter before the long break they took. And this week's when they're going to release chapter 8, which I'm very excited for. Oh boy, what a cliffhanger that was. But let's go back to the start of the episode, because holy shit, it's jam-packed. So, soldiers quaking in their boots because they're in the front lines, meaning some of them are not willing to fight for Atlas. Ironwood's plan to deliver a payload to the whale using Winter and Aesop's. Not a good idea, at least in my opinion, because one, how the hell are you gonna go through all those waves of Grim that the whale is fucking spewing out? B, Salem's in there, which they don't even know about, and C, Ironwood's gonna sacrifice his best operatives. So this sounds like a great idea, right? Let's see how that goes. While this is all happening, Salem is moving her hands like in an orchestra, like sending wave after wave, commanding the whale to open up his mouth, like wave, like something that shit, like whoo, like that, like. Whew, she's in full control here. So while that's happening, Hazel and Oz is having conversation about why Salem chose Hazel, you know, and trying to convince her how wrong he is. Like, hey, well, did it now? Did it really help you, Hazel? Because, you know, Hazel killed her over and over and over again, and she was like, perfect, you know? After that, we went to, we cut back to Ruby, Blake, Weiss, and Nora, and May, and it was now canon, which we knew it all along was canon, that May Marigold is trans, you know. So nice confirmation there. And after that, Oz told the Lost Fable, the whole Lost Fable, the one we saw in Jin's vision. So it has to be true, right? It's not like a fraction of the story. It's actually like the whole fucking thing, just very shortened into 20 minutes. So. And Oscar swapped in and told Hazel, and only Hazel, password Jin. It's not really a password, just say the fucking name and you'll get the bloody thing, right? So got convinced Hazel was like, huh. Okay. And yes, Wren snapped back into his senses and his semblance evolved, everyone! Hooray! He can see emotions of people, you know, like, I don't know, like red, blue, orange. I don't know what orange and red mean. What's the difference? And there's pink for him, green for Vine. So he saw the emotions of all the Aesops and they all responded like accordingly. Like, duh. And holy shit, yeah, Klein is fucking back, everyone. Thanks to Whitley. I like Whitley now. He called in fucking Klein. Redemption arc. I could feel it. I could fucking feel it. And this happy moment did not last fucking long because another visitor came to the Shinny Manor. And it was Penny. And saying I'm sorry before it cuts away.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, why did they have to leave it like that? I am so terrified. I saw the preview. And I saw the trailer. And if you see some video of like, oh god, please no. One of those. It's like, there's a thumbnail of Penny Eyes Red by someone, posted someone on YouTube. It's like, holy shit, I am going to fucking cry. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts, recap, review, feelings for the mid-season RWBY Volume 8. And I am very excited to see more in the second half. Hopefully more songs. And that's just my biggest hope. More songs and hopefully no one dies. But I know that's gonna be not true. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you all next time.